guys think of our shirts?
Oh, dude, check these out. You'll never guess who designed these ones.
This might be the best
Also me.
Mitch Davis shirt of all time.
I can't really see the bottom. It says, "This ain't my first rodeo, cowboy."
We were just talking. I think it looks like kind of Sunset Riders, that old game from the 90s.
Yeah, there's a
fantastic.
cowboy cross with a cowboy hat sitting on it and a little zombie hand poking up. And yeah, the grass is like super pixelated.
That's clip art, right?
No, I just found pictures online and I would like cut them out and smash them together, and then I made them all black.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, I'm kind of a a genius.
Whatever you did there in 2008 is still more than I can do with today's technology.
I could probably make this shirt again.
Yeah, you think so?
That's about the best that I think that I could do.
You've made some good flyers and stuff over the days.
But I haven't gotten any better.
Okay. Well, it's good enough. Yeah, my printer stopped working at home, so I have them on my phone. This is kind of embarrassing that I have a phone.
Yeah, but now nobody has to hear you slapping a paper around the entire
All right,
episode.
that's fair. But if you're watching, all right, maybe my phone's not in the shot, whatever. All right, cool.
He's not texting people, basically, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I'm not like not paying attention to
He's
Mitch.
playing Candy Crush.
Like that Andy Sandberg DJ video. Okay, guys. So we're on Warped Tour 08. Because it wasn't necessarily a cliffhanger last episode, but we kind of left it at a nervous note.
Things are already starting to go poorly for me.
Yeah, we don't know that yet. He's onto it, but he's not sure. We just thought it was funny that his voice cracked once. And again, these aren't our views or feelings right now, but this is what happened to us in 2008. And as we said, we've never really had a conversation about all of this that went down. This is the first time we're like actually talking about this. I predict
we're going to have two like divergent kind of angles of what actually happened, and the truth will be somewhere in the middle.
Well, see, I think the problem is that we didn't talk about it while it was happening. We just kind of it
was immediate panic crisis mode. Like what do we do?
Yeah, but like none of us we talked about it a little bit, and I don't want to give it away, but there's a certain point where I think we just stopped talking about things, and I don't even know what. So here we are, actually talking about it for the first time. So I know there's a lot of things that are gonna happen that you have absolutely no idea that were going on. So so here we go. 2008 Warped Tour. We just left San Francisco, so we go Pomona, San Francisco, Ventura, all in 3 days in a row. That's super sick.
I remember a big part of this tour was during like a lot of bands talking about like going green and things like that, and it was like this is the most goofy troop route that I've ever been on. Like we're like bouncing ping pong up and down the entire West Coast for the first 3 days.
I remember at one point on the tour, the Chaser singer came up and talked to me. He's like, "All right, so I think it was only MapQuest at the time, but we drove over 22,000 miles around the country in 2 months, and country is only 3,000 miles long. So that's very goofy.
Well, so I think this tour was the one where we got Magellan, right?
Yes, we got our first GPS.
Oh no, TomTom.
TomTom?
Yeah,
we got a TomTom. You're right.
We got a TomTom GPS because of how shitty MapQuest was for us the first year. And the reason I remember, should have brought it up last episode, but I remember at one point I had to drive around San Francisco for something while we were selling.
Oh, interesting.
I think there was something with the van or something like that.
It could be.
But I remember driving around and it was early days GPS, and it just could not figure out where I was because of the tall buildings. So like really? I was like trying to figure out left or right turns, and the icon is just spinning in a circle. I was like, oh cool. It doesn't know where I am, neither do I.
Perfect. Might as well just use our instinct from our pizza delivering days.
Yeah. Left. Which way's the ocean?
Yeah.
I remember having to get like clear of the tall buildings to be able to figure out where to go.
That's really funny. Man, it sucked. Well, this was a good day. Another day at the beach. We had a lot of friends come out again, just like the year prior. We also had basically our whole old crew. Fathom was there, but also our old guitar player Josh, our old bass player Sean, who had quit like 10 months prior, not even 8 months, and our roadie from last summer, Sam Cortina, all came out to hang out with us this day. Yeah, which was very nice of them. They watched our set and helped us sell merch all the rest of the day. Hung out in the tent.
Super appreciated when they come to actually help too.
Yeah,
it's always nice to see friends, but when friends come and they like lighten the load is way better.
Yeah, and I'm sure they had fun. They knew what was going on that day. They just didn't have to. Yeah, they were wearing shirts all day, unlike the rest of us.
They showed up, showered, and then they went home to their beds.
Yeah. This one was another one. One of the few days where like we just could not get a good spot at this one, Seaside Park, I think, and like the line. We were just like so far behind this gate, not near the line, playing and rocking the fuck out. I remember a lot of pictures of it, but so I don't think the set. Like I think we played good. I don't really remember too much about you that day.
I don't either, which is weird because how distinctly I remember San Francisco.
That one, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you tried to take it easy that day or something. But I don't remember that one being rough. I just remember like we sold a lot of stuff, but the set not being like a real catalyst for it because it was just nobody really heard us.
Yeah,
or saw us.
I think it's likely that the lack of pressure from the set made it easier for me to actually do it.
Yeah, maybe because no one was there.
It's like nobody's fucking watching. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't need to try super hard.
Do you remember your little joke you had in the tent that day? I'll never forget it. It's so stupid. But
no.
Okay, so our roadie last year was Sam, and our roadie from this year was Sam, and they were both sitting in the AllurA tent. Right here, next to each other, like in the two chairs.
Two Sams.
And you were standing in the back, and I was out front trying to bring people to our tent. And you just went, "Hey guys, look, it's a sandwich." And you jumped in between the two of them.
Oh boy.
It was very funny. Doesn't sound funny. It was pretty funny.
It's not very funny.
You get it? Sandwich, Sams.
Do you get it?
Sandwich.
Do you get it? It's a little highbrow humor.
You thought about that on the spot. I'm very
It's better
impressed.
than like 90% of the stuff we ended up making jokes about.
Honestly, I would say about 90% of jokes on tour, if you tried to tell people what was so funny this entire time, is like, that's not funny at all.
Yeah.
But it's like you just get in that groove and some little stupid thing happens and then you run with it the rest of the time.
Yeah, it made us laugh one time, so why not tag it a million times?
Just keep going for the rest of the tour. We're delirious anyways. Why not? Let's keep it going.
Was this... So I'm thinking 2008 was also the year of our goatee challenge.
Yes, it was. You're right. I had a goatee this time.
Yeah, AJ had a goatee, I had a goatee, and we wanted to see who could have the longest goatee by the end.
Yeah, well, so if you recall in that photo shoot, you already had a goatee, the second one. And I think because everyone...
I had an ill-advised goatee. If I had real friends, they would have stopped me.
One of the things I used to get made fun of back in the day was that I just had like a full beard by like 15.
Yeah, if he didn't shave one day, AJ would have a full fucking beard.
So I think the bet was, let's see who can win, but also can I catch you with a 2-month head start?
Yeah,
as well.
I think that was it. It was like, you need to let me get ahead because we know you'll win if we both start clean.
Yeah. But,
so if you see the pictures from Warped Tour 2008, which you should be seeing them by now on our socials and shit,
we look pretty new metal.
We look like a new metal band. I had the gauges with the metal hoops, but then I also put like the danglers through them.
Yeah,
which was dumb. I mean,
we'll talk about that later. Yeah, we did that on the tour. We both decided to do that on the same day.
I'm thinking of. I'm remembering several pictures where we were like comparing our goatees. It was just like, oh my god, just face pubes.
Yeah. But just also while getting like thinner and thinner every day, you can just see it.
Emaciated.
Yeah. Two things so I think there was a day off or something. I just remember you guys like partying with Chaser. There's some pictures of that. Only other thing I remember, hopefully my parents aren't listening to this, but my sister called me crying because she had gotten drunk for the first time and she was not happy about it. So I was on the phone with My sister Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
I actually do kind of remember that.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Because I remember thinking it was like a big deal, and then I was like, oh no, she just like drank for the first time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I remember having that first too drunk night where it was just like, I need to call my mom. Like, no, you really don't. You really, really don't. Don't do it.
The first night I got too drunk, you and Chris tried to like pull me down a flight of stairs or something and left me halfway down.
Yeah.
Thanks.
As we are one to do.
Yeah, like you said, we're not nice to each other, really. No. Um, so, okay, that's enough of Ventura. Phoenix, we're off to next. Just saying the word, just immediate heat stroke.
Yeah, I'm warm.
Good Lord. I think it was like last year was like 111. I think this one might have been 113 or something.
I remember it being like shocking how hot it was.
Yeah, every year somebody got heat stroke there and had to go to the doctor.
They were warning people. They were like extra passing out water and ice, and it never seemed to matter.
Never, not even close.
Because the day before you were at like a seaside beach park, and
Yeah.
where it was like 70 and like nice.
Yeah. We did go, I think we stayed at a friend's sister's house, if you remember.
Yeah.
And we partied there, which, again, I was worried about. I know I'm the not fun guy. But I was just worried about the professional side of things and how shit was going. But
we could have been worrying about it more. I think you didn't have to be the only one worrying about it. I do think we weren't getting like blacked out or like super drunk.
Yeah, I think this was like a constant going forward, but it never felt like, it almost felt like, because I'm straight edge, when I say things, it doesn't like hold the same weight as if one of you guys was like, let's take it easy.
Sure.
Like if I say
it's like well, yeah, easy for you is 0.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's fair.
If that makes sense. So if I was trying to like be the not professional one, but you know what I mean. If I was trying to be that guy, just be like
the moderator of like, hey, maybe let's not get hammered tonight.
Yeah. Then it would just be like me yelling into space kind of thing.
I look back at it and I don't remember exactly how much we were drinking, but I imagine like I'm picturing like 6 Budweisers or Bud Lights or something like that.
I mean, we didn't have the most money to
we didn't have any money,
anyways.
so we were drinking the cheapest beer we could find, and I'm pretty sure it was mostly beer all the time.
Yeah,
I don't think we weren't drinking like Natty Ice or anything super alcoholic.
I definitely remember there were nights we'll get to when it was far and beyond.
There were definitely above and
yeah,
nights.
But if we're seeing a pattern here, there's, for whatever reason, even though we've already been doing this for like 5 or 6 years, none of us really cared to check up on how to take care of our throats. I think we had just started warming up like a year prior to playing.
I think I only really started doing it this year when it was already too late.
Yeah. I was also, that was another thing. This was just a side note for me, but I was the only one who didn't smoke cigarettes this year.
Yeah.
Everyone, only you and Chris smoked the year prior.
I think that was a definite problem, was not to blame John and Taylor because it's not their fault at all, but we brought John and Taylor came on and they did all the same stuff that Chris and I did.
Right.
So now it's 4 against 1.
Yeah.
As opposed to we were like a little more evenly balanced before. Like Sean would drink but not that much. Josh would drink but not that much.
Yeah,
Neither of them smoked cigarettes, but we would do all these things together now, and it was like, well, AJ just being a fucking stick in the mud.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure I was, but it was also, oh my God, that was so much cigarette smoke for my lame straight edge self to handle. I was getting headaches so bad in the van and stuff.
It grosses me out now to think about it.
Yeah. I couldn't fathom it because it was so hot. I was like, how are you guys breathing fire right now? It's 111 degrees out. But that's a whole
you've
other
never
thing.
smoked a cigarette, so you don't know how great.
No, I know. I was never cool. But
they're awesome and they make you look cool.
I'm not gonna lie, it does make you look cool. How cool does Frank Sinatra look with a cigarette?
Pretty cool.
He looks freaking sweet.
Case in point.
Yeah.
I accept your apology.
Yeah. I don't think I ever really remember anything else. Oh yeah, the only thing I remember. So Phoenix, again, I think if you guys listened last year, same thing. This day had 2 entrances, and for the second year in a row, we picked the wrong one. And
Yeah, sure.
We played to like 7 people, I think.
If there's a choice, we're gonna make.
Oh my god, it was like playing to 111 to literally 7 people. It was like this is really bumming me hard, man. But
strong start to this tour.
Yeah, we're doing. Still selling pretty damn good though. Gonna be honest. I remember being like, we're gonna beat last year if we keep this up.
Yeah, because I think we hit the ground running with all the same like lessons that we had learned from the year before, and we'd had a whole year to kind of like game theory.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what? Imagine if we had like I think if I'm not mistaken, I think from 07 to 08 we switched from CDs to MP3s also.
We knew to get MP3 players so we could do that, so it wouldn't be such a difficult task.
So we showed up with MP3 players.
Yeah, the changeover was faster.
We were doing a better job of like identifying people's t-shirts, band t-shirts, and then like knowing which song specifically to play to them and skipping ahead into the song.
To which part. So it's like, oh, that's a Winds of Plague shirt. All right, we're going to the heaviest breakdown we got.
Let's show you the heaviest fucking breakdown we have. I promise the whole album's just
You're
like
gonna be
this.
sorely disappointed when you hear the rest of it, but this one part you might spend $5 on.
But you will be separated from your money at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, all that stuff, and we just instilled all of that info into the new guys, and we had an extra roadie, so we were focusing more on selling.
Yes.
But I just remember every day going better and better. New Mexico was the same exact venue as last year. I want to say it was Las Cruces.
It was a school?
Yeah, it was like, it's called like the practice field. I think it's like where like the football and soccer teams would practice. So we set up, there's a bunch of videos of it on our YouTube channel from last year, but it's like we're almost like playing on a slant, kind of.
Yeah, like the bottom of a ditch.
Yeah. Or like, I think we were like kind of on the top of the ditch because we were like kind of slanted kind of thing. I remember this day pretty damn well. One, I remember this one I noticed a little more that you were not at 100. And our song SB and C was in the set. I started pulling a prank on you this day. It was only for my own benefit. I didn't tell anybody else. Do you want me to save it, or do you want me to save it for the end when I finally told you what I had been doing for almost 2 months?
I think save it for the end.
Okay, all right. This was the day
because I actually think I know the punchline for
this one.
Yeah. So save it for the end for everybody else.
Basically, I had a thought in my head. I told nobody else, so it was literally only for my own benefit. Every set that I was doing something to Mitch, and he didn't realize for 2 months. Kind of not anywhere near as cool as the making him think he pissed himself for 2 months thing that I did last year, but
super cool. I thought there was something medically wrong with me. It's awesome to think that you're like going through renal failure.
at 20 years old.
Yeah. Who knows?
Time to pack it up, huh?
I guess.
I remember specifically that there was these group of girls that had come watch us the first year that were like hanging out at our booth all day. They came back again, watched us, and were around all day. And there's like a bunch of pictures with everyone. Like I took different pictures. Like Sam's got one in each arm and one like jumped on his back. And then one of them decided to put me in a headlock or something, one of the girls, and I look so not happy about it. I just got like a very upset look on my face about this. So I'll
joke's on you, I'm into this shit.
Yeah. Just offer me.
Choke me.
And then other than that, so there was a day off after this one before Salt Lake. I kind of remember this was like our first time actually talking. Like, all right, like, okay, we have a day off. You rest this day off kind of thing. I think that was like our first time actually saying something about it. But still no cause for alarm. We weren't like, nobody was like super nervous yet, unless you were, that we didn't know about. But nobody was like really like acting like, uh-oh. But we had a really awesome barbecue, a full band, the full tour barbecue, and the Agrolites were on the tour that year, and they played that night. I think it was the first time they did that, and that was just so cool. They did that so many times.
I remember
the summer.
that. That was so sick. The kind of private set.
Yeah, just for us, everywhere, and it was the Agrolites had picked up the bass player who was the stand-up bass player who was in Tiger Army the year prior. So we're like, oh shit, he's back. But that was so cool that they would play for us. I don't even know if Kevin was paying them, or they were just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll entertain you guys.
We have all of our shit.
Yeah,
why not?
We'll do it again. I remember, a lot of pictures of that night. But that was a super fun one. Okay, never mind. So I thought there was injuries on this episode. It's next episode, but we're leaving you in Salt Lake City here. This was a big one, I think, just for you this day.
Okay.
We played 2 sets.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Same venue as last time. I think it's just the Utah Fairgrounds, Salt Lake City Fairgrounds or whatever. So what I'm mean by 2 sets is we set up our own tent, and I think we had our own stage, the family stage. I think we technically had the headline here. We played at 10:30. Chaser played at 10 this year. We switched.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be the veterans.
Yeah, right. So the line would open at 11. So we had like people when they were like most eager. So maybe they were listening less to us. I don't know.
Yeah, they're like getting ready to go inside.
Yeah. But there's pictures of it. And I distinctly remember like a lot of people coming over to talk to us afterwards. I think Sam sold a lot of CDs that day, like on the family stage. But then we figured out we were able to get ourselves on the skate stage this time. So our second, I think last time it took us a month to get on a real stage.
Yeah.
This time
we've already done it twice.
Yeah, and we're like 5 days in or something. So we got on the skate stage, which we had already become good friends with Kenny, Mr. Kenny Leith, the stage manager from the year prior. So we were very excited to see him again. And he was, before I get to the set part, I remember, I don't know why, but he was like, he wasn't wrestling with Chris, but he was kind of just like fucking about. Like there's pictures of him like, I don't know if Chris was like trying to like stop a punt or something.
We've talked about this before, that for some reason people will just come up to Chris and like try to fuck with him, and unless you're way bigger than him, it's a bad idea.
That Kenny's a fucking monster.
Kenny's a monster, so it's a fine idea for Kenny to do.
Yeah,
but for something about Chris exudes like, you want to slap fight?
Yeah.
Like, should we wrestle?
So there's just pictures of Kenny, like Chris trying to like punch Kenny or something, and just it's not working at all.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, Chris is like 19 at this point, and yeah.
Yes.
So
I think that was another thing with this tour, was this was the first one where we were all 21.
All of us.
Yeah, everybody.
So right,
Chris.
maybe it was easier for us to drink.
We can actually just buy alcohol.
You guys were able to buy alcohol, so maybe you were drinking more this year. Because you were, you're right. Because we had to just get all of the straight edge bands alcohol last year.
Yeah, and this year we were constrained by cost.
Yeah,
that was pretty much it.
Yeah, but if it was available, so this set, I remember you distinctly being worried because you tried to go warm up in the so every stage has like a semi or 2 or 3 semis, depending on how big it is. So the skate stage had its own semi, and you went in the semi to try and warm up and try and get prepared for the second set of the day. But when there's no gear in there, it's just a giant echo chamber, and we heard you really well. Second reason for us to laugh at you. I don't know. You did something like and it was just like a giant echo. So we still weren't worried, but we were like, all right, go warm up while we do our thing out here. And Chris gets beat up by Kenny.
It's a warm up where you start as low as you can, and you go up until you need to move into your falsetto, and then you go up to your falsetto as high as you can. And the key is to figure out where you like
break,
where the break happens, and try to like smooth out the transition to go like, oh
yeah.
And I remember doing it, and like me needing to move into my falsetto way earlier, and then also not being able to like swap into it, because that's like the first thing that goes for me, is I'm just like right.
Okay.
Just like it just goes into silence, and then I'm able to
sure.
Later. But I remember going into doing this in multiple sets, going into the semi trailer, and just like, oh, there's good acoustics in here, and it's just like being able to hear my failure echo off of all the walls so much better. It's just like, that's not helping. Now I'm very nervous for this set.
Yeah, so I think New Mexico was the first one where he like said something, and this one we were all kind of just like, all right, like we got this. Like you just go warm up. We're gonna have a good set for the second one. But I don't think the two sets helped anything.
So for me, it was first day goes fine. Completely lost my voice. I felt like the next morning, like I remember trying to talk to people in the tent in San Francisco and not being able to.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then we played, then we played, then we took a day off, then we played twice.
And on the day off, we happened to go to a friend's house who had alcohol.
Yeah. So that was another thing, is that
played.
I wasn't properly using the chances that I could get to rest.
Yeah, or you hadn't thus far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, I don't know. We kept selling a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it seemed like it was going fine.
It was going really well.
Besides the performances.
But it was like, it was getting in my head. I was like, am I not hearing this right? Like, I don't, like, we're selling so much stuff, like way more than last year. So like, am I wrong? But like, at this point, I've known you for however many years. Like, I know you well enough I know you're nervous. I can see it in your face after the set that like, you're like not sure if anybody's going to say anything to you, but you're not happy with the performance. Like I can see it on your face already that you're bummed. And you weren't sure if it was going to be a topic of conversation, which it wasn't really, except for the fact as we kind of started talking about like, how can we fix this? Like, which after 6 years of, I know we were just in high school, but you'd think one of us would have been like, I even took singing lessons at MI, and we never really like figured out how to warm up or like take care of it.
So I remember it might have been around this point. Was this around when we went to that A&W? Like I remember going to a restaurant all together.
I remember that. I know those pictures. I don't remember where that was though.
So I remember it was there that I had a smartphone at the time. I think it was like a Palm Trio or something.
Okay.
And I remember I was looking up like, what do I do?
I definitely remember when it got to a certain point, we were all like going to, I don't want to give away too much. We're nervous right now.
I don't want to jump.
We're nervous right now.
Yes.
Yeah. We're getting nervous. He's more nervous than we are though.
Because I can feel my throat.
From what? Yeah. This is all, I'm finding this out for the first time, by the way. That night, though, just to end on a little funny story, we stayed at one of Chris's friend's house who had moved out to Salt Lake City. Do you remember what I did that night?
No.
There? It wasn't necessarily a prank, but we were all staying in this kid's living room or whatever. And we were like, I was on the floor, you were on a couch, everyone was, wherever we could sleep. And, I don't know, as conversation does, we're all talking, it's 2 a.m, and at one point it finally just goes silent. Nobody's talking anymore. It's time to go to bed. We have to be up in 4 hours to shower. And I think it had been silent for about 8 minutes, just complete silence. And I just go, good night, Mitch. Everybody, I don't know why I decided to do that, but everybody, including you, just started crying and laughing for another good 15 minutes.
I remember going to that dude's apartment, and it looked like he had just moved in or something.
Yeah.
Or it was like a standard young dude thing where it's just like there's nothing on the walls. Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
Yeah.
It was like, really finally, we can actually go to sleep. Good night, Mitch.
I said it in exactly a voice like that. Just be super annoying for no reason. But yeah. Okay, so that's where we're ending that episode, me being a dick for no reason. And next episode, we start in Denver. Ends on a very weird night. And there is an injury this day. That's the one I was thinking of. So
the injury you promised last episode.
I promised. I'm sorry. I thought it was this one. But all right. Start off with an injury next week. We'll see you guys in Denver for 2008.
Bye.
Bye.